I love that music, actually. Hello, everyone. Thank you very much. I still got the glasses. A little dirty here. I like being prepared. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much. We have a good video that we're going to watch together. Should I share this out on, well, why not? Real quickly. I'm going to share this out on Twitter in case some people want to see the research video. If not, we're not going to have anybody here except for my amazing crew. Thank you very much. If not, we're not going to have it. There we go. What's that? I hear hundreds of people. Sorry, guys. Could be the party in front. How are y'all doing? Galactic Local, Star Hunter. Listen, you guys, thank you so much for coming in. Darla is here. Rod R. Thanks a lot, my friends. We're going to be watching a research video. Kristen Kruger, how are you, my dear friend? I hope you're doing well. Alex is here. Hello, humans. Can't say tonight, but I came to drop a like and hello to the BSA family. Always very cool, man, when you guys have the time. Thank you so much. Kelly Million, howdy, sister. She's back in the house. Louis, merci. Thanks, bro. Hello to all humans and non-humans, of course. Probably half, man. Wouldn't be surprised, to be honest with you. Good 17-minute video that we'll watch together. I showed the sun today, really short, about a minute and a half. And then I added at the end of the video, chemtrails. Today, we're going to look at things on the moon that I mentioned as early as the end of 2016, let's say beginning 2017, where we see certain patches that are placed around what looks like symmetrical structures, whether those are to hide the symmetrical structures or they're hauling dirt out of the interior of the moon. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So we're going to look at some things in the video. We're going to look at not just one. Actually, there's 8 areas where I found pipes with smoke coming out of it, but we're going to look at 2 or 3 of them in a row. So I went and chose some of the best footage, manipulation of the craters, what the bases look like, of course, the sinus iridum base, but with the explanation that those pipes that are coming out of sinus iridum base can also be smoking the surface. So I think it's not necessarily that those machines are deliberately smoking the surface, just smoking the surface. I think they're industries, and the way they can hide the industries and the traffic and everyone traveling around, well, they do like we do here, different processes where you see goes to one crater and then there's smoke there that comes out there, then it goes to another crater and the smoke that comes out there. I think it's genius what they did. I think it's pretty simple also what they did, and it's very cost effective, and it's just normal that if somebody's looking to try to see what the hell's going on in the moon, they see smoke, well, it could be natural, right? I don't know why the hell they would think that. Galactic Local, thank you very much. Hello to you. Slovenia, hey, good evening. How would I pronounce that? Dobelvasir, no? Slovenia. You're gonna have to teach me some language, man. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate that. The real Wayno, thank you so much, my friend, for stopping by. How the heck are you doing, man? Sinks a lot. Elias in the house or Alias in the house. Hello, all. Right on. Live long and prosper, my friend. I got my 6 month badge today. I thank you, Kristen, so much for all the amazing support. Love you and all. I love you in deepest respect. Love to you, Bruce. I love you even more, Kristen, and I mean it. And if it wouldn't be for you guys, I would not be here because the attacks are absolutely ridiculous. 30 people watch the channel. We're going on the moon. We're looking at bases and stuff, and that's what we do in most of my videos, and we get to see a lot of stuff. There's tonight I have to go into the footage. When Jeff Benoit was here, I did time lapses on the side of the house that I did not look at yet. I assume lots of UFOs again that we're going to see, I hope. Mr. Sabinator, how are you doing, my man? It's late for our friend, of course. Galactic Local, again, thanks for coming in, my friend. Elias Barnes, thanks for coming back, my friends. How very galant de toi, mon ami, His Highness. Hey, Subsailor, what's up, Bruce? Right on, man. Thanks, you guys. Welcome. We have a good research video that we're going to watch together. Some really cool stuff. No UFOs this video. I post too much. Too much videos. Too much UFO videos. Forgot to fill in the like button. I was so happy to see you all. What happens? My heart's fluttering, Kristen. I love you for that. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, the thumbs up, guys, really help. Vicky, how are you doing? Mice are pissed. They came to get away. Mice are pissed they came to get away. Sucks trying to do this on a phone, Radar. I totally hear you, man. Especially writing. What you just did on the phone is amazing. Icon on top of it. Wow. You should get a trophy, man. The damn phones. Yes, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much, Darla. I've never had or used a computer. I barely can do my phone. See, that's the thing, guys. I need people on computers too, eh? Like people that come here, the YouTube sending people here is 85% all with phones. So there's no big 75-inch screen people, and they tend not to send anyone from the research channels or people that want to find UFO stuff. They don't come by here. If not, we should see a lot of new trolls that come by, but they don't. When I post spaceships, they stay away. They don't talk about Bruce when I post spaceships. Denis La Bonté, merci. Thank you, brother. Diane, how are you? Saludos from Ecuador. Thank you very much. Welcome, people from Ecuador. Surprising. I do have people from Ecuador that come here. I can tell in the analytics. I like looking to go see what countries actually come here. The ones rocking it right now, Canada's in third place, by the way. There's the UK, Australia, USA, 84% Americans here on the channel. So I thank you all, my American friends, and to everyone else here. Happy Sabbath, Bruce and family. Green eyes. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Who had green eyes this afternoon? JFK Jr. Damn. RFK Jr. Sorry. Damn, guys. That guy has glowing green eyes. Did you notice? His eyes are green and they glow. I'm not bullshitting you. I was watching him at live this evening. Very good speech, by the way, endorsing Trump and everything. Lots of big changes are coming. The cut 2S 5 3. The country you now see ruling the world will lie in ruins with no inhabitants or travelers there. See, not very encouraging, eh? Not too encouraging when you think of it. Kristen says Washington State, 5:11 p.m. and rainy. Well, the heat's back. Ladybugs today, and you'll see in the video of the sun, it's literally pollen day. There's a lot of pollen spacecraft all over the sky, pollen all over the sky today. Big fluffy pollen. And I was like, I don't know, Darla, am I losing it? Pollen in October? I thought that was in March. That usually happened, but it's pollen all over the sky. Ladybugs out today. Bees were out today. Like a second push for the summer. We'll see what happens. Good video that we'll look at today. Some variation. All that has to do with one theme, and it's the camouflage. The lines that go around the base is those, whether they're tunnels or lines that are smoking the base. I think it's absolutely incredible. If they're smoking those bases with lines, or they have camouflage hiding it, this is because they're doing something malevolent there, or it's something that they don't want us to know what they're doing. Is it really crypto terrestrials? I wonder. Hook to my big TV and watch. Yes, right on. When my grandkids are yes, are here to help. I totally hear you. Surprisingly enough, even me that gets a lot of good UFO videos, technology is always changing, and it really pisses me off. And honestly, it's just a hassle to know which friggin' wire this, which wire that, which connection to this to that. Gets so annoying. Jody, welcome. Leopold, thank you very much. Have a pay-as-you-go phone. Hate it. I hear you. I'm a 69-year-old woman. Thank you very much, Jody, for stopping by. Using the computer. Love your info. Thank you. From, is it Wisconsin? I try to guess all the states. You have to tell me. I could be really crazy what I just said. No, no, no. Don't endorse Kakamala. She laughs after that, Inclusive model designs. Thank you so much for coming back. CNN, CBC, etc. Cutaway from RFK. I saw it, my friend. Yeah, I just saw that a couple hours ago. Once he started dropping truth bombs. Yeah, I heard Trump, and he was really RFK. There's also a part of Trump today that I think he was pulled away from. Yeah, RFK really, really dropped some crazy shit. And I'll tell you another thing that he said that was absolutely beautiful, and that I believe is going to happen, is that, I mean, it's overwhelming actually to hear that. It's hair raising. I had goosebumps and almost tears in my eyes when you hear him say that we need to uh, redesign the complete food distribution market and everything, and take the poisons out of the water, the fucking fluorinated water, which, by the way, for 75 years they're putting extreme high doses. It kills water insects, and fluoride also kills roaches, by the way. So we're drinking that when you think of it, and we could make it so much better. Humans could live for a very, very long time. And the worst of it is that they're making a market for people to get rich by us being sick, testing different types of medication. Whether it's the aliens making us do that, I don't think so, but I never know. And if it is, it's something fucked up about that, because we're gonna have to stand up to the aliens. I think the aliens are afraid of us, by the way. I think they think we're psychotic. They're very careful, and they try to blend themselves in here, because we are some crazy sons of bitches humans. We're pretty bad. Mick, how are you? People have been sucked into having the search engine doing the thinking for them. Mick, I say it all the time. One of my favorite expressions is exactly that. A sentence I often say is that people do not have to look anymore to find out what things are, because Google presents everything to you. Why is the sky fucked up like that? Well, my little children, it's because the sky and the barometric pressure and the greenhouse effects, and then the water, and photons do this, and the sun is going that far away, the moon's that far away, we're this far away. Yeah. So we depend on everything that they tell us, when in reality it's a way of controlling us also, and making us lie, lying to us, absolutely lying to us. But yeah, that's true. My mom's eyes are bright green and seem to glow at times. She's scary. I believe it. The green eyes, and I mean exceptionally green. He's got a green that's like radioactive green. Kennedy. It's creepy. You know, you know what I get as a feeling every time I see him, and it has nothing to do with anything. Maybe it's just a movie idea. I don't know. But when I see him and I see his voice is he has problems with his voice, right? He has a disease or something like a throat problem with his throat. He used to talk back in the day in Congress. He had a voice where he didn't need a microphone, where he could be heard throughout all of the Congress and stuff. It's almost like the demons, the devils are making him, like silencing him. And I notice some of the good people on earth are having a lot of problems, like Trump getting shot, him having problems to speak. So it's weird. If you look at the Democrats, what's going on, and you know what the worst of it, the people that say, oh, we don't want to talk politics. Do you want to live? It's people aren't talking politics because they like talking politics. It's because politicians are corrupt and they're taking over shit. It's very, very bad. It's getting to a very, very bad point. That's for sure. Savvy, thank you, my friend, for being here. Heard our FEMA area is first to be attacked by the fake military soon. Yes, from Wisconsin. Right on. Thank you very much. Yeah, Jody, listen, that's another thing that's very scary. So, yeah, you know about that too, then. FEMA and stuff. Actually, it's surprising, Jody. Um, I'm almost 50. Not much difference between you and me. 10 some years old, years difference. But I'll be honest with you, not a lot of people, even in their 60s at all, and 70s, are even know what FEMA is or believe that there's any corruption going on. So I really like seeing like-minded people. I like seeing a whole bunch of different ages, also people that are awake. Here, Jody, you're right in the age group of my friends here. I'm telling you, I think I would probably say a good majority are in their 60s here. Probably a 55, 60, goes all as low as probably about 45. I don't have very much youth here. I wish I would have more youth. Lunarhead is here. Thank you very much. Yep, he was here before. Yeah, told people to check out his channel, and I think some people did, and he got. Oh, that wasn't him. Was it? Was it you? Yeah, got many dislikes. I'm sorry, you fucking trolls. They love me so much. CNN called it gibberish about what RFK said about the food. Just unreal. It is inclusive model designs because I'm Canadian, and I'm no genius, and I know myself the corruption of what's happening in the States, how it was taken over. It's a literal coup. Military are calling the shots. The three-letter association, secret services, and all that, CIA. It's horrible. They're calling who's president, by the way. Biden taken out, delegates all chosen by three-letter associations. Very scary. Hi, Deborah Sullivan. Thanks for coming back, my friends. We're watching a 17-minute video together in a bit. RFK's messed up. Sincere. Much respect. But you would be messed up after father, uncle, and cousin killed so blatantly. Okay, you'd be messed up. Yeah, okay, in that sense. Of course, absolutely. His grandfather, right, and his father, they knew about UFOs. I believe the first Kennedy was killed because of the moon. I believe that the UFO reports are on hold because of the moon. I believe that the Artemis program's on hold because of the moon, because of the beings that are there, civilization that's there. Some interesting stuff gonna be coming out. I was just on to say hello, but I need to get to bed. Hey, Lunarhead, thank you so much. I'm going to a punk festival later today. Well, listen, give us a heads up on how things went. Good luck with that. Okay, updates. What the hell? There we go. Hey, the Albanian Syndicate. Thank you, guys. Wow. I appreciate it. It really helps the channel grow. The attacks are so extremely aggressive these days. Thank you very much for becoming a member. Yeah, that's who knows, Rod R. Well, I'm telling you, the aliens are probably very afraid of us. Lightning Will, I'm Robin. Hi, Star and Darla. Love to you. Thank you very much, my friends. Thanks again, the Albanian Syndicate. Jules of Southern Oregon is in the house. No, I have not, but I have heard of it. Hydrogenated. Yeah. We should be drinking distilled water, actually. And it's funny, distilled water has absolutely no minerals or anything in it, right? I think. I'm no genius. And when you taste it, it tastes so bad. Distilled water. It tastes like something's missing in it. Hey, listen, it's good sometimes, Jules. I do it here myself. What I do is I never clean the house at all, and I wait till the end of the week, and then at the end of the week, I spend 6 hours cleaning one corner, basically. I strongly dislike election years, Deborah. I hear you, my friend. Takes us a while to recover from the drama. Oh yeah, and it is so annoying to hear the crap go on, to have to be mocked like the Americans, my Canadians too. Don't feel bad. It's happening to us too. Very bad. The ideal is to attack the West, right? All the countries, even France, the UK, Ireland. Our friend Luke and David White in Ireland are having a lot of problems too. It's just insane, the things that are going on. Darren Cooper, thanks for coming back, my friends. Listening to the best channel. It means a lot, man. Thank you very much, brother. Lightning Will, I am Robin says, I'm 72 and know FEMA and those alphabet bureaus are corrupt. Right on. I love you for it. Yep, my smart friends, a lot of people are familiar with exactly what's going on. Anne, hello. Love you. Thank you so much for being here. Carol White, thanks, guys. Michelle Adams is here. Hello, Bruce, and everyone and who's here. Well, everyone who's here. Thank you very much. Rob Golden, guys, thank you so much for being members. Thanks for being here. Happy Friday, everyone. Love you, Bruce. Keep pumping the videos out. I will, I promise. And again, I'll be looking at some UFO footage that I got with while Jeff Benoit was here the other day. And I promise I'll be working on that tonight. I'll be up late this evening. Got grass to cut tomorrow. Big Tobacco brought out Bigfoot. Oh, yeah. He is smart. I find Lightning. Absolutely. Good man. Thank you so much, Mr. Crazy Music Space Jam. Yes, inclusive model designs. That's a very good message to give out to people. This afternoon, my mom um, went out a couple times, saw some crazy stuff in town, people acting very oddly. Rob Golden, hello, good to see you. Absolutely, Jules. Thanks for welcoming everyone. Yeah, be safe out there at events. Some folks in Germany were just stabbed at a festival. Me, guys, is there something I'm getting mad at? Are the stabbings? Freaking cowards stabbing people, going up to them, and it's fucking must be painful. I'm so mad at that. It really enrages me. Really enrages me seeing that happening. But what's even more enraging is that the governments are not applying the laws. It's okay. There's a lot of crazy people in towns, around the world. Things are going to happen. Hey, thank you very much, Lightman. 54 000. Merci beaucoup. Puis comme je te dis, on va se piquer une bonne, jasette ou en direct n'importe quand. Add one crystal to your water, helps cells absorb water. I know a lot about that too. I have certain rocks that work and function. I do at times. Distilled water absorbs toxins to a degree. Right on, Kai. Hey, my brother Kai. There you go. Lightning Will, the filtered water. Absolutely. Good idea. Yeah, the fluorination in the water, guys. The fluorinated water. Back in the days, it was like Alex Jones was talking just a couple hours ago. Cans with a skull and crossbones on it, written pesticide on it. That was fluoride. Bug killer, repellent. That's what they're putting in our water. Literally bug repellent in our water. Auntie Honey, thanks for being here. Thanks again, Michelle Adams. Appreciate it. Love you guys. Corey, what's up, my friend? Hey, Barry Mack, nice to see you, man. So I've not been able to get on your live video lately. I've just been so busy with work. Hey, man, keep it up, but stay safe. Don't overwork yourself. But I'd like to say a massive good morning to you all from Liverpool in the UK. Again, UK, the second country with Australia too. That a lot of people are coming here in the chat, the streams, and watching the videos. Thank you, His Highness. Thanks a lot, Barry Mack. Don't overwork yourself, my brother. Hey, Corey, what's good, man? I think there are good and evil off planet visitors. I totally agree with you, Kristen. 100%, 100,000%. Thanks for being here, Kristen. Thanks for on Patreon and everything you do to help the channel. Members here, some of you go all out, some of you do too much. I believe that we're being used by the evil, few humans with no soul. Very, very awake you are, Kristen. I'm there. I'm getting there, starting to realize that that's very true. I think you're right. Darkest Earth is in vibration war. Yep, keep ours up. High vibrations, and there's low frequency vibrations, like the trolls, low frequency vibrations that try to disturb the higher frequencies. Thanks a lot, Jody. Yes, I'm okay, my friend. Bring it. Absolument, mon ami. C'est moi qui te remercie, Lightman 54 000. Thank you, brother. You'll see, Jody, we're a good bunch here. Star Hunter's one of them. Their family. I trust everyone here with the keys to the channel. I'll be honest with you. A lot of people are very helpful here. Sev, nice to see you, my friends. It was. See, she works her effing ass off. I miss her very much. I miss talking to her. I've been in meditation, I guess, for the past few days, weeks, months, and neglected a lot of the friends that the emails have become for me so cluttered, guys. I get about 250 emails a day, but yet nothing serious or legitimate that usually happens. A lot of trolling, a lot of attacks, and a lot of support too, also. But I'm sorry for when I get the chance to get up to all of your emails. Mama Bear in the house, another supporter of the Bruce Sees All channel. Thank you so much. Hope all are doing well today. The statue over in UK made of all knives is devastating. Are you serious? They got that? Something like that there? Saw a picture on Jason of Archaic channel versus a Second Seal. Peace. Thanks for letting us know that, Mama Bear. It's a little crazy, eh? Yes. Rob Golden, 100%. Thanks again, Rob, for being here, man. I hope I've thanked you for being a member. Whether you people are here through your own will and your own money that became a member, or maybe you were gifted out a membership, it really helps me as a creator reach other people. And eventually, the goal was to get you get 500, 600, 700 members. It'd be super fun. We could have all just a member stream. We could even, never had any intention of making it just private, but since there's nobody here, would have been a good idea. I do, my friend, before we get in that video right now. Bruce's Music is my music channel. I have a featured channel there. It's Elias's channel, Crazy Music Space Jam. You can check his channel out too. You got to check out his instrument, guys. Friggin' exceptional. And he's a good player too. And he repairs guitars and stuff. Plays a lot of cool instruments. And of course, if you want to hear me play the piano or play the guitar, the harmonica, even maybe some drums, you can head on over there. Cajun drums, of course. Witness for Justice. Hello. Just scrolling down quick here, I'm sure. Okay, Lightman. Many have felt depressed and sad or angry, anxiety. Yes, I've had to work hard to stay positive and kind at times. Yeah, I agree with you. It's the same for me. Positive and being kind, not always easy. Yeah, plus I have lost time. Same. We're 50 watching. Barry Mack says, thanks, Bruce, for the hello. My pleasure, brother. I can't help but to work so much. My kids are asking me Yeah, Christmas coming up in the next few months. Oh, damn it. Oh my God. Thousands of dollars now. There's no way of having a Christmas with a few $100s now. It's a joke. Oh my God, 5 of them. Barry, we must be a hard worker, my man. I hear you, bro. Sending out love to your family and your kids, of course. Yes, sir, Sabinator. Yeah, and listen, I guess they go out and get the best university intelligent students to work for them, and the ones that shut their mouths, depending on how much money they get, well, they got it made. The cabaye, we say in French. Je te remercie beaucoup, mon ami. Merci de suivre. Hein? There you go, witness for justice. Right on, my friend. Hopefully, you just maybe head a bong. Sorry. Maybe you're 420 right now. You're going to enjoy the video if you did. I promise you. Or you won't understand the video, but it's still interesting. People say when they take 420, they love the images, but my voice becomes the Charlie Brown teacher. So as you can see here, the surface of the that's basically what people hear. Like that baby video I put up the other day. That's what people hear when I talk about the moon. My God. It's insane, eh? So I'm going to share that video with you all. There you go. Little dance with Kazoo to start off. So let me get myself out of the way here. There you go, my friends. I'll see you in a couple of minutes. Thanks everyone for coming in. Just a quick view of the sun just about 35 to 40 minutes ago at M6 point something. Very large geomagnetic storm. It's a short view of the sun today. Oh, lots of stuff flying by. You just witnessed a pollen craft. I don't know if you know it, guys. There's a lot of sunspots on the sun. I haven't been filming the sun for 50 years, but in the 3-4 years I've been filming the sun with a filter, maybe even a little longer, I've never seen it that bad. Insane. September 2019, an object smacks into the north side of the moon. A winged object. It almost looks like a dragon. It's definitely a large object. It's very large, and when it smashes into the north side of the moon, there's fire that rises up off the surface, and we see what, in a couple frames, what looks like a winged object. Because I can see the construction on the moon, this is near Bianchini crater. I call it Bianchini City. It's to the right of the sinus iridum, and it's where Bianchini crater is on the right. There's a 43-kilometer bridge, and all these many thousands of objects. Quite scary. We can look at them and say they look ancient. Well, it looks like it's being covered up because there's a lot of patchiness all over the place, and whatever they're taking out from the inside of the moon can very easily hide the structures. See the blurry patches? Those are beautiful, and I'm the only one that mentioned them. Those blurry patches are on every single area, the mares, the craters. Those patches, if they're not trees, it's dirt.
An incredible secret is found out. It's that the moon holds all these structures, and it's hidden, possibly even naturally, on the surface amongst the hazes, the smokes. Nobody knew there was color on the moon. Nobody knew there was these patches. What are these patches? Check it out. 1, 2, and 3. So these are patches along Bianchini crater, aside from all the other things that we're seeing. But why? Is it a wavelength that we can't see? Is it because there's movement there? Is it because these are smokes or hazes? Or, as we know, like I showed you guys, it's smaller structures. Here's the platform, and there's the path alongside that goes down like a little water slide. And this structure, listen up, we're going to go see it beside Copernicus crater, another structure very similar. And look, here are 3 patches of smoke, clouds, or haze. Copernicus crater. There's definitely someone up there. There's definitely a recurring pattern to the construction, and we're going to go see it right after this. Check this out. The lines at the bottom of Copernicus, 2 green lines meeting up, 2 purple lines meeting up, and there's a section where we can almost see an area where it looks like there's a missing area of pipe or line, whatever it may be. Then after that, we're going to go see the structure. There it is, that line missing. Now let's go see that structure, just like at the behind sinus iridum, the base long platform with the other lines crossing over top. Of course, always a light source, energy source. We can see a bright spot all the time alongside these areas.
Massive mountains of lunar dirt are hiding structures, and listen to this, please. Something very important that I want to share with you. See the supposed white crater? There's a black object that we can see the crater through it. Those objects are put on the corners of what they call craters to hide obstructions. Could be something underneath, and often where there are structures. I've shown structures. I know what you're going to say. Well, where are the structures? I have other videos. These short videos are really important. Like if someone has a large telescope bigger than me and sees this video, they'll want to see it themselves. Just adjust the exposure. They'll understand. You can see a lot going on in the darkness in the bottom. You see a darker line going through it. Excuse me. And you see an elevated object hiding at the corner of the crater and another black snake-like object on the other side. In the southern highlands, right beside Clavius crater, hundreds of thousands of towers and structures and anomalies. Mare fecunditatis, building structures or square, like blocks on the square base. They're high off the surface. That's how far away these objects are. Now that is a square block. It is a literal square. However you have to look at it, zoom up, lens, there's a square there. Look at the crater on the top there. We're inside of Mare fecunditatis. That's just over top of Mare imbrium. The size in the circle of that little object I'm showing you would be maximum 1 mile wide. So to give you an idea of how big these objects are, look at the mysterious craters. Lots more to show you all, my friends. Check this out. More videos coming up today of the surface and anomalies. That's where we just saw right now. Burnt out structures where the bulbs are not illuminating them anymore, thus showing me the surface. It's bright on the right side of this base-like area or concentration camp. Why is it white and reflective and refractive? Well, that's how they hide the structures. It's not a theory. We're looking at it now. Over to the right, imagine how many structures and or buildings in theory that can be inside of that light. And it's not just theory because that's how they're hiding them. If I'm seeing the base on the left, it's the dark structures. But on the right here, all around this area can be filled with structures. And that's how they travel around the surface without us seeing them. We see objects, and there could be structures also in the other bright area on the left. And now don't think too hard. You're looking at industries that are exhausting through those tunnels or pipes, most likely, and sending smoke out to other regions of the moon. Thank you, Darla. Just amazing. There's the bell. So do you hear what I just said about this part here? Something I've never mentioned. These could be the smoking pipes there. So it comes here, it veers out here, and at the end of here is all the smoke. So you could have a whole bunch of other structures there. And it makes sense because we see them coming out. Hey, Count Derpula. We see them coming out of smokes and hazes all the time, to be honest with you. Appreciate that, Kai. Thanks for watching, everyone. Tunnels or pipes, most likely, and sending smoke out to other regions of the moon. Just amazing. So it's a theme, another smoking pipe, and notice again around where I say there's a smoking pipe, Copernicus, you see the smoky surface all around. It's easy to hide the surface. That's exactly what they're doing, I believe. Amazing. There's the bell. But now the pipe. It's a smoking pipe at the bottom of Copernicus crater, sending out plumes of smoke, thick, dense smoke over the surface to obstruct it. There's a line, smoking mechanism going on. I don't know if you can see my arrow, the mouse, but in the square on the right, that object there is perfectly symmetrical and it winds around. And look what's coming out at the end of this pipe, smoke. All those little patches that I found out, there's probably thousands of them on the moon, and it's really scary. Why do you think when I was able to zoom in that I was able to see the clouds? It's because if they're not clouds, it could be really coming from these pipes. Around a constructed object, there's two types of material. Black, not always a shadow, and white reflective. Yeah, you got UFOs riding around amongst that. There's a close-up of it. That's a pipe, 90-degree angle at the end, and you have the plume of smoke coming out at the end of that, exhausting itself all over the surface. There's even a pipe that can be seen over top of the circle there, going up into Copernicus. All the details that are the reason that these structures and objects are hiding. Nobody's talking about this. I've been talking about it since 216. The blurry patches. You can see at the end of the lines, they're like ramps, like cement that we have here. You can see quite clearly platformed objects, or quite simply, if they're not platformed object, they're lying right inside of the mountain, a sinus iridum. Hundreds of thousands, like 237,000 square feet, if I'm not mistaken. It's a large area. But inside of the mountain, you have all these structures, and you have this haze or atmosphere that's hiding the whole surface. And underneath that haze, many obstructions. Look at those lines there at the end of the lines. You see the blurry patches. The blurry patches are a pattern, and they are a reoccurring pattern that are seen all the time in my research. When I'm zoomed up close up, you can see a platform-like region there with two lines coming out, and at the end, blurry patches. I talk a lot about these blurry patches over the years, whether it be smokes, hazes, whether it be forests, whether it be dirt that they're pulling out of the moon. It could be many things, but it's definitely something that I believe is possibly not natural. You see further back here inside of the mountain on the top part, they're literally there. You see all these constructed objects all over, whether it be machinery or not. Hey, it could be ancient. I'm not saying it's recent, but we see a movement there. Always these pipe like objects, which obviously you can even see some smoke or fusioning or something happening at the end of that. I use a CGXL 14 inch high definition telescope. It's a beautiful telescope. I have a Nikon D at 50 at the back, and I'm filming an alien civilization on the moon. If you're not subscribed to the channel,
I
hey,
agree
take the time to
100%.
subscribe
Yep.
to the channel. It's not an obligation. You can still watch the videos. It's a free channel. But there's nobody showing what I'm showing on the moon, that's for sure. If you look through all the videos and the research, it's definitely exposing something that the government does not want. Look at the size of the scope, though. A lot of people tell me, how can you get so close? Do you see the garbage pail? It's the size of a garbage pail, like the ones you put outside of the road. Okay, I'm telling you, 14 inches. The public to know about. Thanks to you guys. Guaranteed. I have three 25-pound weights at the back to counterbalance the optical head.
It's coming. Absolutely. I hope we're going to get some.
A 3,910 millimeter focal length. And that's not counting the camera up its ass. All that smoke is the reason everything is hidden. You realize that. Here's something being dropped on the surface there. Look at that. And then 3, 2, 1, you see 3 spots that light up at the same time. Boom, boom, boom. And it moves over this incredible smoke cloud surface region for many miles. Look at it. Something was dropped, or a reaction from the surface. I agree with that, guys. Yeah, Jules. I said it just the other day. They're going to start building roads and stuff. And then once they start doing some building for a couple of years, they're going to get some images up and say, my gosh, it looks like a city up there. And it will have been already there, probably, most likely. These here fascinate me because they're all connected. And you see the snafu lines that go up over the mountain and go back in. This is major industry, sir.
Probably what they're growing up there too.
Southern Highlands. That's exactly where we are.
My God, the structures are massive. Must have taken thousands of years to build. We can see massive rectangles or connections of pipes, maybe leading into the interior of the moon. The pipes now. What do you see running over these objects?
to make it look even, like it's an even surface. Smoke and hazes between all these massive pipes and connections. Sorry, this is incredible infrastructure, very large, and again, Southern Highlands.
You want to see something crazy, guys?
Yeah, it's finishing off the video. Well, not quite. Where is that? 14? A couple minutes left. It's the chemtrails just a couple of hours ago. They started attacking the sky, and that's why the sky is fucked up right now.
Yeah, there.
Thanks so much, Darla.
What's that? Bad. There's one even going by right now. You can hear them on the outskirts there. They're destroying the sky. Absolutely destroying that. Check that out.
They were bad, Darla, today. Really bad today. Jules, thank you so much. Thanks, guys.
I think if we leave it right there, watch the spectacle there, boy.
You know how I get cool stuff that happens no matter what I'm watching? It might be nothing, but you're going to see something happen, a phenomena that I've not noticed. I just like watching the clouds. We see stuff happening with the clouds, even if most of it could be natural. You just, we don't take the time. Not everybody has the time to film a plane and watch the smoke coming out its ass. But when you do, you find some really weird things. You guys have to check back a couple of videos back, the chemtrails that I saw cutting off their spray. It's just crazy. So watch this.
That is nuts, guys. Look what's going on.
They really do. They really do, JR.
See that? Look at them.
Watch the smoke. Unfortunately, I only got the edge of it. See that?
Spray.
That was almost cool. Valleyfield chemtrail cloud seeding. It's live. They do that every day here. They do cloud seeding.
Sky, guys.
Picking up carbon, CO2 in the
So basically these chemtrails saw another.
Wow. I wasn't supposed to leave that silly mistake in there. I was acting I'm not going to say it.
Another one just formed there. It's one after the other, even distancing continually during the sunset, sometimes in the middle of the afternoon. Look it up. I've showed it here before. Cloud seeding, Valleyfield. It exists. That's what they're doing right now.
Sorry about that. Volume's on now. JDR, thanks again, man. Nice to see you. Hope things are going well. Yep, absolutely. Definitely not natural. And just last stream, JDR, actually, sorry, last Friday stream, if I'm not mistaken, we were able to see real cloud seeding programs that are going on. They're gathering CO2 out of salt water in the States. They're doing that incredibly. They're also augmenting rising the precipitation. It's the wrong term I'm using. It's not augmented the precipitation, but it's more precipitation. It's cloud seeding to make it there be more precipitation. They also do cloud seeding to make it stop raining. There's lots of stuff that they're doing solar radiation also programs, monitoring and collecting, doing something with the clouds, the radiation in the sun, probably blocking out the sun. So we went to see a website the other day on some of those programs that are happening. It was beautiful what RFK Jr. Said the other day. RFK talking about taking the poisons out of the food, taking the poisons out of the water, like the fluorination and the fluoride they're putting in there. And listen, it causes our children and us to have lower IQ. So the kids that are born, I mean, some kids struggle. I've struggled on certain things, issues in school, hard time with math. There's lots of struggles that we go through. Not everybody, but I have. And it's not that I want to blame the fluorinated water, but honestly, it didn't help, right? It sure didn't help. It did not help my intelligence. That's for sure. It's disgusting to think that they can do all those things. Just mad. Justin's here. Yeah, Bruce, spraying y'all like mad over there. It's crazy, my man. It's crazy, Darla. For people to think they're contrails, first of all, and the worst of it, if they think it's contrails, is because they did not do the research. Because you could look up what contrails are, and you could look up what chemtrails are. They're two real things. The U.S. have the patents to cloud seeding and all the shit that they're putting in the spray and everything. So it's real. Really, Jules, it's horrible. Autism and even dementia and all that. There's enough problems here in the world that 9 a.m. Good morning, Mr. Justin Branch. Hey, let me grab my coffee, guys. Yeah, literally, Dard. Hey, Dard. Yeah, literally, Darla. That is exactly. There's a spraying raid on us like we're roaches. They don't even form in the right place behind the plane. Yeah, I know. I know. Yeah, some people get the lottery tickets before us, Jules. DDOG Turbo, thank you very much. No chemtrails over South Pole. Hey, thank you for confirming that, actually. And you know what? That would probably make a lot of sense. Yeah, Rob Golden says spraying barium, strontium, yep, and aluminum, yep, the aluminum oxides. They're spraying. They're spraying a whole slew of some pretty fucked up stuff. Very toxic, very toxic. It's horrible that they're doing that. The Albanian Syndicate, thank you so much for becoming a member. Darla, generous contributions. Also, Jules, you rock. 10:57 a.m. Saturday morning for our friend Sabinator. Right on, JDR. Thanks, man. Government's trying to zombify us. Yep, they put a lot of drugs on the streets, import poisonous food, pay our farmers. Yeah, they changed labels, the pieces of, yep. Pay our farmers to not farm and encourage games on our phones. It's all to stop us. They're also using ground-based radar to pulse the areas above them with energy. Yep. Did you hear about the scalers, JD? The scalers, that's how they're with the frequency is how they took down some. As a matter of fact, that's how they took down Roswell in 1947 with the scalar. And it was by mistake, I would say. They say, I was supposed to go get a coffee. I didn't go, Telling you, JDR, I don't know if you noticed, they're blocking up the channel. We're so close, JD. I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure we are so close to getting to the point where it's all going to be exposed to the moon. They can't hide it anymore. They have a study at Harvard. And listen, take it with a grain of salt, no matter what you think of Harvard. They have a study there where they're coming up with unconventional ways and methods and ideas as to what exactly these lights can be. And they believe that there are aliens living here inside Earth, and also that there's an alien being civilization inside of the moon, and that they're interacting with each other. They're going to and from there. It's very interesting. It's going to come out eventually. It has to. Yeah, 13. Yep. When I was raising my children, pediatrician prescribed them Treviflor vitamin. Yes, imagine, and it's now today everybody knows it's full of fluoride, right? Can you imagine that? Giving pet, like your kid's going to school, okay, and he's being given pesticides, okay. Mega quake will be the trigger that snaps all contingencies. It's coming, my friend. They know it. Yep. Hence the first mega quake alerts pending for the next few months. Japan and US West Coast, look out. Scary. I am very concerned about that the most, actually. Yeah, wait a little bit. Queensland, Aussie in the house. 2 a.m. My friend Tojo. Thanks for coming back, my friend. Yes, Jan, I believe it. Absolutely believe it. I don't know what the hell music they're listening to, but it's a goblin sort of really hellish music that they listen to across the street. My 19 Mexican neighbors. It's cool. Concerning, but it's cool. News media is going to taste it soon. A lot of them will. Mr. Luke Nathan McGlynn White. Thank you very much, kind sir. How thoughtful of you. Just going to grab a coffee. Blessed Saturday for myself and my family. That's right. Tomorrow, Saturday. I got to cut the grass, Luke. Got to cut the grass, and I'll be getting some good videos up for you all. I promise. Some short videos, long UFO video, and of course, I'm going to film the sun. I love filming the sun when it's aggressive like that. Just crazy videos. Wow. DD Og Turbo, 3 a.m. Southeastern Europe. Gosh, I'd love to visit all the places that you guys are coming here from. Thank you so much for connecting, Didi. The Wi-Files just went live, going over after this stream. I love the Wi-Fi Sabinator. Hope you guys can also head on over and support him. He's a hell of a good guy. Bloody X moved over because her dickhead boyfriend joined the army. Thanks so much, Jules. Let me grab a coffee, guys. Thanks for being here, everyone. So, the UFO in Seoul, South Korea, is it the Ark? Is the Ark a UFO? Are they going to admit that the parts of the Bible had to do with aliens, that we were created by aliens, that we are the aliens, and that there was a little bit of between the aliens and another group of aliens or humans that made some big babies called the Nephilim? Yeah, well, who knows? Thanks again, Luke. Bill, how are you, man? Glad to be back. Never sure when you go live. Can you tell us again, please? With pleasure, Bill. Bill, every Friday, twice. Remember 18 at 1 o'clock and at 8 o'clock. 1 and 8. And Wednesdays at 5. That's screwed up, eh? Let me start by Wednesday. Wednesday at 5 p.m. Montreal time. It's Eastern. And 1 o'clock Friday. This afternoon we streamed, and also at 8 o'clock, every 8 o'clock on a Friday night. Eastern Montreal time. We do a show like we do here. Usually we get UFO news. Ross Coulthard's talking. We have Tim Burchett, congressman from Tennessee, Paula Luna, that's talking about UFOs, but nobody's talking now. There's 50 plus whistleblowers that we're waiting for. There's more UFO stories and events. I don't want to know the stories. I want to know the truth. I want them to talk about the alien retrieval. Actually, if I could jump ahead, um, I just want the CIA to be dismantled properly. There are insiders that are helping doing this, but they're hiding their asses. And listen, there's gag orders. Some people are close to retirement. Like the guy that's going to be retired in 2 years for having been there 40 years doing secret projects does not want to, risk not having that money. Money's the devil, guys. We need it. That's what we all need, unfortunately, to pay our bills. Nicole S., how are you? Delta Dog, thanks for coming back, my friend. Yeah, radar. Absolutely. So, like, people think, oh, they're so advanced. Well, no, we're at war with possibly some of the entities. And it's not just necessarily being at war, but there could be events where if they come and if a UFO or extraterrestrial comes down and deactivates a nuclear silo, you can be sure they're going to shoot at them. There's going to be a war, 100%. But they have. And they are. They're going to destabilize the military. Anyone, any country, all countries. They got UFOs that are being seen in Ukraine and Russia right now. You have UFOs seen in the States all the time. You can be sure there's a story going on right now. Somebody right now in the States outside at 9 o'clock right now is making a UFO video. It's going to be in the news tomorrow. That's how it is. There's so much activity happening all around the world. Tim Hamby, thank you very much. Hello, all of you. Thank you. So my little girl decided, Justin says, to go see what Townsville is like. And now she has a bloody boyfriend. I'm no, not there for the little dad boyfriend. Talk to you, know what I mean, Zab. I hear you. Does he have any facial hair? I'm sorry, man. I don't want to tease you. Yeah, it's horrible, Mama Bear. Yeah, air plants, trees, and all the plants are being destroyed, unfortunately. Less and less bees. You're seeing less and less. Why don't they start by killing the friggin' mosquitoes? It seems that they're the only ones that are left. No air traffic in the skies. So when I see chemtrails, it gets my attention. What are they hiding today? It's exactly it, Jules. I don't get planes that come over me, the commercial planes, but I get the chemtrails coming over me. I've seen British Airways come over me, but that's because it's their direct flight from where they're coming from. It's all about the alignment of the airport in Montreal, I imagine, because the airport in Montreal is aligned with Valleyfield and in a line with Ottawa. So the two airports are sort of face to face at a long distance. So when people coming in from the States, they cross over and they go over Ormstown or they go over Malone, New York, but they don't come over Manchester, where I am. I'm lucky. But like Jules says, when the friggin' chemtrail planes come over, you know that it's not normal. You can see them coming over. Tonight, it was a big attack, Darla. You saw them too. It was a pretty big attack tonight. I saw at least 15 of them, which is rare. Not rare during the whole day, but it's rare to see 15 of them in an hour coming by, just making all these lines. And they're doing different tests and stuff. So thanks again, Nate Kelly, for being here. Justin, all you members, my friends, for supporting the channel. The channel is being attacked. If you're not subscribed to it, I'd appreciate you subscribing to it. Giving me a like, guys, when you can, to help the algorithm. Talking to me, like I know a lot of you do, to your friends and family about the research if you're interested. I believe that UFO reports are holding back because the big secrets about the moon. There's something maybe they found, like, you know what would be cool? That they found something, Apollo 11 landing, they didn't land, or like His Highness and I often say, he believes they went. I'm not sure if they went or not, but we agree to disagree. We agree on one thing, is that it's possible that they could have lied to the public about the way they did. They did go, right? But it all comes down to that. They just found some material on the surface that is metallic and from other objects and chemicals and whatnot. They say that the craters, I'm going to do an investigation for you all on that, and we're going to look and compare the depth of the major craters that we all know, like Eratosthenes, Copernicus, Archimedes, the double craters, right? Cassini crater, the double crater looks so fake. A lot of them look like domes. And they said that the impacts did not go through. It's like something was trying to go through it. So you have the moon that is completely filled with all these craters. And hang on, it's worse the side that's facing Earth. We know that there was no craters or meteors, whizzing by Earth and hitting between Earth and the moon. So look at it another way. It's so stupid. And I'll be honest with you guys, I don't think I've ever heard anyone talk about this. I'm sure some people did, but honestly, why couldn't there have been a war with the people on the moon and the people on Earth, where all the planets back in the days, they were more advanced, and that's what they were doing. They were bombing themselves, bombing themselves, bombing themselves. As we progressed, we start approaching the Sumerian times and stuff, still more advanced than us, I believe. Right? Because when we talk about those times in the past, it's so tricky how they turn around and say, well, look, they got that there, so they must have done that, or they must have done that. No, this piece is missing. Look at us here. Look at us here. If there's an EMP attack or something like that, you know how long it takes for grass and vegetation and animals, forests to take over New York? Not long. A couple months? No. A couple years? How long would it take for vegetation to overgrow everything? It would not take long. And if buildings were all crumbled here and the vegetation grew over the buildings, in 20 to 30 years, we would not see that there were buildings here unless we landed. So when you look at the moon and you only see odds and ends and certain structures peeking through, it could be that it's ancient civilizations. But I tend to think that the civilizations are recent, or I'm at the beginning, I mentioned in the theory, and it's still a theory, but it was interesting. I said, hey, imagine if it's an alien civilization from elsewhere, maybe even examples at a reticuli star system, and they're coming back here to do archaeological dig sites and finds on the moon from an even older alien type or race. Because from what I understand, I think we all understand, and we all probably going to agree on that, they're scientists, they're doctors, and they're researchers. The aliens are going planet to planet to do what? To check out their own history. Some stories say that some alien species were on the brinks of dying. If we were on the brinks of dying, well, we are because they're killing us. But I mean, if the elites were worried about dying or whatnot, would you think they'd not go get an alien and try to see if, we'd be compatible? Organs. They're doing it with pigs. They're doing it with a whole bunch of things. It's totally stupid. Really want to thank you all for coming by, my friends. There we go. Those are the live stream times, guys. That's when we live stream. Me and my shipmates saw things flying around the coast of California. This was back in the 1980s. Thank you very much, Hutteron, for 1992 for sharing that. Right on, man. They've been around for a long time, eh? They've been around for a long time, and imagine how many military personnel in 60s and 70s and 80s and 90s and even now have stories. And I'm sure some of them saw big craft like TR-3B and stuff. I never lied about me never seeing craft. How long did it take me to say that I saw shapes and forms? Till about 2019, 2020, something like that. Then I said, hey, look, a ship with a thimble-shaped form on the moon, and that spacecraft that came by had symmetrical geometrical shape-shifting inside of it. But you see, it's exceptional because it's a craft, I call it, but in reality it's invisible. An invisible craft. Wow. Transparent craft. Our ecosystem is being attacked by evildoers. I think so too, for that, Mama Bear. And I am also worried a lot about what other countries are doing. So in other words, listen, it would make sense that with a 5G weapon, they would try to trigger in North America an ice age or something like that. Craziness. dangerous things like that happen. Mini ice ages happen. And one happened in China not long ago. Went from 30 degrees Celsius right down to minus 53 degrees and froze the birds in place. I mentioned, I think, at this afternoon stream or Wednesday stream. That is psychotic. It's insane. You think that can happen? The pink. Nope, not me. I remember the pink, but I'm not going to say. Never mind. Thanks again, Nicole S. for being here. Ah, there we go. Pink fluoride. Ah, a tablet pill we took in school. Don't think I got that one, but maybe I'm forgetting. If I did, do any of you remember that one? Would that be in the States, Michelle? That's exceptional, eh? Ever get scabies at school? I remember the teacher getting a phone call. That's the scariest friggin' thing, that somebody called the school and said, we have to close down the school because there's a scabies epidemic in the school. And they sent some kids down to the nurses, and some kids had them. And they said, oh, okay, well, we have to close down the school, and certain medication that people have to take. I mean, the way I see that is experimentation. So the governments experiment on us. And when they do practices, world event practices with jets, and they scramble jets, they're called red flag events. Look them up, by the way. Wikipedia, red flag event. Look up what it's not what you think it is. And many countries together, China, Afghanistan, US, France, UK, Iran, even at times, they will all go, maybe not these days, they will go into other countries, a real scenario, which is not a real scenario, but they create a real scenario. So, for example, they can create an earthquake, or they can create a fire somewhere, a forest fire, and then they try to scramble jets to put them out. They're psychotic. We're living in um, a world where, like Julius Caesar, the slaves and whatnot, he was having them fight against tigers, lions, and alligators and stuff, and they were drinking and eating fruit and their drumsticks as they're watching these people get killed. The government's doing the same thing to us. You know that, right? They're taking bets on us. They're testing. This will make us go bald. That'll make us go blind. That'll make us do this. That'll make us do that. It's really scary stuff. And a lot of people still today don't believe that. My God, JDR, thank you so much, man. Thank you, bro. I really appreciate that. Wow, man, thank you. You don't have to say 12 months either, man. 1 month and poof, man, you cut things off. And I appreciate everyone that does that to help the channel. The one that made your teeth all stained. I have beautiful white teeth. New meds work. Think Hotarons on the new meds. I'm kidding you. He's talking about the fluoride. Imagine fluoride staining your teeth. Could be. Oh, he'll be able to explain the blowing process with that, because it's not easy. Craziest stuff I've seen in the skies was in Danville, Illinois, by the Veterans Affairs Hospital. Also saw weird stuff on the ground at night. Crazy. Up and down, Justin, but it's all regarding the principles of life, isn't it? Oh, yes, my man. Thanks a lot, Nicole S. Yeah, Justin, the daily grind, man. I agree with that, man. I agree with that, His Highness. Aliens are us, man. Of course, it's us. Like I said, we could even be the ones going out abducting um, uh, other beings on other planets and bringing them here. We could be the ones doing the hybrids and stuff. Yeah, triviflora, and I bet you it damages the teeth. That's nuts, Darla. Man, I agree with that, and I'm so interested in that, guys, and the arcs. So you know what the interesting part is that there were really friggin' big boats. The one there that was I don't know how many cubits, and the worst of it, the length back in the day in the Bible when they talk about the cubits, it was not the same length of measure with Greece and Greeks or whatnot. Apparently, as they evolved, it was a different length. A cubit was longer back in the day of the Bible than it is now. The cubit is less long. But they found an ark that set itself in a mountain. There was iron, metal, the bars and stuff. It's literally a massive boat, and obviously it would be the biggest boat in the world. And it's an ark. It's got the exact shape of an ark. But I'm really skeptical when it comes to, oh my goodness, we found an ark and it's the one in the Bible. I don't know. I do not know. I do not know. I'll tell you what, the ark in the Bible would never have been lost unless life restarted again, right? So, you know what happens, eh? Mudslide, guys, you get 6, 10 feet, 30 feet of mud. It solidifies and nobody knows what's underneath after years and years and years. Like if everything was damaged here, if we get mudslides here, a flood around Earth, that is perfect to hide everything. When water resides and stuff. I mean, I've gone up on a plane but twice in my life when I was really young with my mom after my dad passed away for a vacation. And when I remember looking out the window and seeing that we're 2,000, 3,000 feet up in the air and that you can't see the ground anymore, you can't even see the airport properly anymore, already into clouds and stuff. That's crazy. So if it was damaged, we wouldn't see much. That's another thing, my friend. Audieron 1992. Yes, on the islands, they're doing stuff. Could you imagine what they're doing, testing with the tribes? Like acting like they're gods. You're not going to tell me there's no UFO that's landing on a certain island to interact with them? I'm positive. All to test, eh? Buggers. Same, Justin. If I win, I'm bringing you all over. You mean writing it or reading it? Hey, listen, one thing I do often, Kelly, before I get off here, I go to Revelations a lot. If you guys don't have time to read Revelations, or if you've never read it, please go on YouTube and type in Revelations, and someone will read it out to you. Get someone with a cool voice, and you'll be able to listen to what basically sounds like the news right now today. You'll hear mentions of Trump, mentions of Iraq, and of things that are happening and things to come. It's interesting. Revelations, I've listened to it several times actually. I just go, it's about an hour and 25 minutes, an hour and a half, depending on who's saying it. And it is extremely interesting. I get a message in that every time I go and see that. Hey, JDR, thanks again, man, for becoming a patron, bro. Saturday, there'll be some supposed Galactic Federation. Beware, there are 3 sides to the alien. Yeah, see, that's another thing is that what we don't know is that, sure, there are good aliens, but there could be some bad side to it, you know? Oh, right on. Yeah, he's been, he did that a couple times. Last video, too, was just a rerun of some things like I want us to go over the book of Enoch, guys. We have to go over the book of Enoch. You know, Enoch was a baby that had glowing eyes that lit up the whole entire room. He had long white hair. He could already talk and walk. He was not human. And this is all indicated in the Book of Enoch. Do you know who found the Book of Enoch? They say at the end of the 1700s, a man of the family named Bruce. Yeah, look it up. It's really cool. James Bruce found it at the end of 1700s. And basically, what they say in it, they talk a lot about Enoch not being of this planet. There's also a lot of talk of angels eating with humans and stuff like that. It's very interesting. It's a very interesting book. You should go in, look into that, read a lot more. Fortunately, the idiots couldn't get anything to work for them because of their frequency and genetics. Yeah, we're all kinds of wrong. We're all kinds of wrong. That makes sense, eh? Yeah, that makes sense. Hey, Luke, you rock, man. Oh, yeah, Justin. Damn it, man. You can strike it rich with that, brother. It's not even like it's that hard. It's like people don't even really know what to do. And um, yeah, that's amazing, eh? They cut them in half, open them up. Agates, no, those are agates. Bruce. Opals. Beautiful opal. I wrote a poem when I was really young called St. Opal's Reeve. St. Opal. You ever make up stuff and go see if it exists after? St. Opal's Reeve. I hope it doesn't exist. St. Opal's Reeves Jewelry. Okay. Interesting. Sasquatch will run from the infrared light on the cameras. I'll tell you what. Do you know that when the volcano, it's in the outskirts, Mount, oh my gosh, guys, I'm losing it. In the 80s, Mount St. Helens. Do you know this is this is serious? The U.S. military, this is probably leaked through FOIA requests, Freedom of Information Act requests. Those that don't know what that is, in the States, the public, regular public like you and I, can have certain confidential files and or videos publicized, can become public, out to the public. And the military set up medical tents to take care of horrendous events like the Sasquatch that got completely burnt by the Mount St. Helens volcano. Apparently, there was 10 or plus of them, quantity of them. And one of them even went and got, two of them went to get a military guy to bring them to a group of Sasquatch that were extremely damaged and burnt, hurt, harmed. And it's just like a story out of a science fiction book, but it's not. For whatever reason, why the military knows about giants and they know about UFOs and they know about alien species and whatnot, maybe even some abductions going on. Don't forget, there's a Navy guy that did one of the whistleblowers that his testimony still didn't come out, and he said he wants to talk about it. It was very hard for him to talk about it. He cried. I heard him muffling, snuffling, and he said that he saw oxygen masks in a circle, all you know, like containers holding to hold humans. I think they were holding children in there, and they were all gassed. They were all like asleep with oxygen masks on, and he was very emotional. So you see that, and you go, "Oh my God, guys." The story is really, really, really big. The government has stripped the healthy food and replaced it with mind dumbing crap. It's really true. And now, with the nanotechnology, nanoparticles, particulates, and everything that they can put in our bloodstreams and in the air, by the way, we inhale that. And I worked in a fiber, a paper company, paper and fiber. also plastic resins, but the paper, a lot of cutting machines that were there, very loud, of course, but it has nothing to do with that. What I'm reason why I want to bring it up is that the little um, fibers and dust from that paper, very toxic, very cancerous, and it gets in your lungs and causes breathing problems. See, they're spraying very small particulates like that, particles in the air like that. And do you know, um, look up smart dust. Very, very scary. And it's new, not new, but it's newly out in the public where they can control these dusts in the air with the frequencies. So you need clouds. To be able to do cloud seeding, to be able to manipulate weather, you absolutely need clouds. So we can create rain with natural clouds, and now we can create our own clouds. We can create clouds with green lasers. We can create clouds with sound. We can create clouds with different ways. Look at Dubai, who's doing it with drones. They're creating rain. They make it rain once a week in Dubai because in the desert they don't get a lot of water. And I don't know if you know it, but you look at the vegetation and what they're growing. They're growing crops. They're growing corn. They're growing everything that we can grow here. And it's not that it's even an advanced technology. I think it's just that they're doing good for their people, probably, right? They want to do good for the people there, and the governments here are just not doing it. We could be driving around with cars that work on water, absolutely 100%, because the moon would be the best viewed at time of solar eclipse. The aliens turn on the moon's stealth device. I like hearing that one, Tav. Hey, you guys, yet again, another amazing time that we all have together. Hey, Hotaron, thank you so much, 1992, for becoming a member, you guys. Thank you so much, guys. Luke, man, it's too much, brother. Thank you so much, my man. I very strongly recommend to all of you in the chat to check out Dante um, Alighieri's, Dante Alighieri's The Divine Comedy. I kid you not, folks. It's an eye-opening poem from several hundred years ago. Check it out, people. Why is it, brother, that things that were written and told to us years ago are all happening? Is it because they followed the story of what people say? Or is it because we really are intuitive? I think so. I think we really are intuitive. I can't thank you enough, my friends, for the generous contributions and everything that you do. Ticks and mosques are the bane of humankind, right, man? If you're not modernized, then you're weaponized. And if you're weaponized, then you're institutionalized. Right on, my man. I think my 40 prediction is coming, Sabinator. God help us all. Yeah, don't be too good and predictive about the sun and shit, too. You're another one that, well, count all year with me. We've been talking about the sun a lot when it gets really aggressive. You've been watching it like a hawk, too. And I'm really worried about the sun right now. Lots of, well, as you saw in the video, there's lots facing us right now. Guys, thank you so much for your interest. Thanks for always coming and listening to me jumble on about my research and about a whole bunch of things like that. GDR, it was nice to see you. Thanks for becoming a patron, man. I appreciate it so much. And of course, thanks for everything that you do and that you've done and that you all do to help this channel grow. Of course. Hey, JDR, it's been years, man. It's been years. She talked to me in 2017, and I never had a chance to talk to her again. I talked to John right after talking to John Lear. Last talking to Carrie Cassidy, Bruce. You need to get back on her channel. I do, JD. I do absolutely have to get back on her channel. I was passing through somebody. You see, there's some weird things happen, man. She was supposed to reach me to have another meeting, a show, and she did not. I don't know because she was busy or she reached me and I didn't see it. But I promise you, I'm going to look into that to try to reach her, man. She emailed me months ago and would like to set something up, but she was a little busy, wanted to do it afterwards. But keep reminding me, man. I'm gonna check that out. Yes, Highness says, I say more likely they went and the aliens were there at the landing site. So that would make sense for what we heard them say, that they were parked on the edges of the craters, that they warned them off, and that also they came out from inside the craters, right? They came out from inside the craters. Oh, John the Kuiper. I know that guy. They can be much more advanced, man. It's going up, Sabinator. Gold's going up. Everything's jumping up, guys. Keep the lights going, everybody. Cove Base Dolly is here. How are you? Hey, are you on Twitter, Bruce? Yes, my friend. Thank you very much for asking me. You will see the channel Bruce sees all, but that's not the name you're going to look for. Ufology Canada. A commercial, Ufology Canada. It's all together. 2 words. Capital U, capital C for UC. Ufology Canada. Please take the time to check me out there. I upload all the videos that I upload on YouTube. I also upload them there. I'm not monetized or anything there. And we got 5,500 subscribers in 8 weeks and never one after that. It stopped in February at the same time. All platforms stopped. Oh, sounds good. Doreen Johnson. Hang on, guys. Well, I'm not going anywhere. I tell you that, guys. Research is going to continue. That's for sure. I hope eventually we will get some new people in. And if not, like I said, you guys don't change what you're doing. You're doing being so kind and thoughtful to the channel, all the amazing help. Thanks a lot, Doreen. Bruce, have you addressed them going through the Van Allen belt on the 24th? We've been having a heavenly show out here in South Dakota. Thank you very much. Yeah, they aren't MIL drills. Hugs, bro. Thank you very much, Janice R. Love you. Thank you so much, sister, for stopping by. Have I addressed them going through the Van Allen belt? Can they even go through the Van Allen belt? You got to wonder if they can or not. Excuse me. A little bit of mineral water. Famous Potatoes is here. Oh, yes. Cool craters cause confusion. Confusion. We live in the land of confusion. Do you think, Janice, they're going through the Van Allen belts? I'll tell you what. David Grush, you must know David Grush, and if not, he's the whistleblower, was in charge of the secret projects, right? And he talks about quasi projection, and there's another, is it physicist? What's his name? A couple of people. I'm starting to forget the names. It's been so long not talking. They talk about the way they bend space and time. So if we want to go to Mars, like for example, if we really did want to go to Mars, we'd have to go really fast to be able to get there. And it doesn't mean we're not going to hit anything. And I'll tell you what, we'd have to wait 11 years. I think it's every 11 years that we can go to Mars because we got to wait till it's aligned with us. If not, it'd be like ridiculously long. We'd never get to it. It's always running away from us. Everything's moving, you know. We're all in a bunch of spaceships. Look at it the way you want. All the planets can literally be spaceships, right? Literally. Hey, it's crazy. An ounce of gold is tiny, tiny. Very, very thin little ounce of gold. Maybe even smaller than that if it's not in coin. That's like when you see the treasure chest that they find in a ship and you look, that's it. 500 gold coins. Yeah, it's like 500 times 4,000, basically. Right on. Jules, thank you so much, for stopping by. I love you for it. No, me either, Darla. It must be in the States or another country. Maybe they did it, different tests. Mama Bear remembers it. Hey, you guys, thank you so much again. I saw some people today with a banner over a bridge on the motorway, says Luke. The banner said, boycott Israel. Quite frankly, it should have said boycott Benjamin Netanyahu. Yeah, there you go. Would have been better. Yes, because it's bad. Yeah. That and the other friggin' idiots going, free the Palestine. I'm getting so sick of that. So sick of that. You know what? Ringtone that nobody has? That. Free. I'm fucking sick of hearing it. My God. I feel like, can I be honest with you guys? Now, I'm not a violent person. When I hear somebody going by, I feel like fucking them up. I feel like breaking their faces when I hear them. So uneducated. Hey, our country is going so bad and we hate the Westerners. Let's go over to their country, take all their money, get credit cards and cell phones and free rent and shit like that. Then we'll go to the schools where the children go to and we'll set fires and we'll say racist slurs and slanders, and the government's not going to do anything to us. Isn't that cool? It's so fucked up. That is so stupid. And here we're a bunch of terrorists in all our countries where you see so many fucked up people, gunfights or gang fights out in the streets. But then when the pandemic happened, when the Palestine started coming by, all the crazies disappeared. Where are all the fucked up gang members that like frigging going around and mutilating people? How come they're not out anymore? You don't see any crazies, right? Yeah, exactly. You don't see the KKK coming out very much. They're afraid, eh? Everyone's afraid to come out, right? They're pieces of shit, anyways, but that's how it is. GDR, thanks for coming by, my friend. Thank you, Vicky. Thank you very much, Darla. 1966. Thanks, Famous Potatoes. Another secret project. That would have been close to the polio vaccine. Okay, yes. Another fake vaccine. We got to change that. The vacuum pie makes a good didgeridoo. Hold it up into a corner of your ceiling. Two sounds better. Looking for one who remembers the cough drops. Hey, that is nuts, Darla. Are you serious? Formaldehyde? Formaldehyde? Or oh my god. Obviously formaldehyde in it. They swiped it off the internet, but I remember loving them. Formaldehyde. Yeah. Yeah, a good dose of formaldehyde tastes really good. Yummy. I have no fluoride in my toothpaste. It's been a while now. Guy brushes his teeth with tap water. Every time I make a coffee, I get pissed off. Making fluoride coffee every time. Kaylin Bresden. Hello. Wow. You know what the trick is for those that hold the notes for 3 minutes? They blow 3 times. Not everyone, but some of them do. I can trick it. Darla was addicted to formaldehyde. Oh yeah, they'll scrub the info offline for sure. Pretty good, Kalen. Thanks for coming by, man. Get the Bible books they kicked out. Apocryphal text, mind blowing Enoch. Thank you, Janice. Hey, we'll be talking about Enoch soon, actually. Really want to go in depth about that. Really want to thank you all for coming by. The Book of Enoch, Book of Thomas, but not only that, there is another one as well. Dainty's Inferno or the Divine Comedy Poem. Yeah, you said that, brother. I will be looking that up. Thanks again, my friend, for becoming a new member. David Morales, what do you think about aliens are dimensional beings? I think it is totally plausible, and I think it's most likely. As a matter of fact, the moon can be in another dimension that we're not understanding. Also, I believe that they are beings from another dimension, and that other dimension permits them to come here. So get this: why did they come to the solar system? Was it luck? Was it just a frequency luck? It would have to do with the magnetism that's happening around us. I'm starting to understand a lot about that. So there's a lot of magnetism here, and there's a lot of magnetism when the universe was created. So maybe there's several universes over each other, is the way I see it. I believe that it's like a bowl of spaghetti noodles where all those dimensions are overlapping and they're sitting on top of each other. They're all intertwined. And when they travel through space and time, they travel because of a neutral particle, by the way. So they're not manipulating speed there. They're manipulating, I was going to say chromosome, Bailey. They're manipulating a particle and they're quasi projecting because there are three particles. A photon can be in two places at once. A photon can be in another dimension, can be here. And they can do that manipulation, bending space and time by grabbing one of the molecules, and I'm probably saying this wrong here, and they manipulate it, they augment it. Its force becomes 3 times as strong or 100 million times as strong, and they bend space and time. So they're manipulating gravity waves by bending space and time by changing a frequency, and they're not traveling. So get this, that would basically mean that UFOs don't need fuel. The only fuel they need is for the teleportation. They teleport. And Bob Lazar mentioned it, but he was still shutting his mouth up about it because when he said element 115 goes into the tube and then it absolutely disintegrates and then you get to where you want to go. He didn't say that they were teleporting, but I think Bob Lazar literally knew that, hey, welcome, we're working on a time machine. I think that's what was happening, guys. They're working on time machines. A lot of people talk about alien technology. You don't think that's a time machine that they're talking about? Did you hear about the portal, the gates, the mirror Vatican uses and stuff like that to be able to see the um, Jesus Christ, the resurrection, and everything? That's a little fucked up. They said they can't travel back in time, but they can visualize it. How? That's interesting to me. Where did the city of Enoch go? Yes, Michelle. Big flood. Well, where did the city of Enoch go? I'll tell you what. He was exempt on dying. Enoch was one of God's favorites. God did have his little favorites. I must say. Enoch was permitted to do a lot of things. The same way when they chose, hey, listen, okay, related to Adam, right? and Noah. Okay, sorry, Noah. And Noah was one pure that was chosen to. This guy, okay, was really smart, really smart. He could build too. He was friggin' good at building, and that's why he wanted him to build the ark. Going to build the ark, so many levels. You're going to put 3 doors, levels. You're going to do that. There's a lot of weird things, eh? Don't you find it so cult like when it comes to God, though? God, religion, they were so culty. Holy shit. The Ark of the Covenant that they built had to be so many feet by so many feet with gold trim, 2 bars inside of it, with trim of that, trim of this, out of a certain wood. And I bet you the Ark of the Covenant is buried right on an island, or literally in a church where somebody says it's just the fake covenant, the fake Ark Covenant, or the Ark of the Covenant, or the Covenant of the Ark, whatever, which it could actually be the real one. But the scary part is that the CIA did do secret projects to try to retrieve the Grail, the Holy Grail, and stuff. So did the asses in Germany during the Second World War. As a matter of fact, Napoleon Bonaparte is said to have gone to empty Tutankhamun's tomb during a fight with France. Actually, he is France. Okay, went all the way over there, and during the war, and hid and took off with some soldiers to go empty all the gold inside of the pyramids. Because did you know that there never was a body found inside any pyramid? Did you know that? I didn't believe it. I've been doing some research, and apparently it's true. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to let you all continue your evenings. I had an amazing evening. You guys were so kind and generous with the contributions. JDR, thanks a lot, man. And all of you here. New members too. Anyone connected? Albanian, thank you very much. I really appreciate it, guys. Hadiran, new member. Thanks. Luke, always going all out, man. Thank you so much, brother. I love you guys very much. I'll be answering comments. I'll be getting some more videos up. And tomorrow I'll be interacting with you all here with the coffee tomorrow morning. Thanks, mods. And thanks for listening to the video. If you're just joining and I didn't get a chance to say hello, I'm sorry. But do scroll back to check out the video that we watched together. You'll see today's sun, and you'll see some chemtrails and a bunch of truth about what's hiding up on the moon and those blurry patches. Thank you so much, everyone. I love you guys, and I mean it.